go.
North Jersey players ready to welcome Rutgers to Michigan's Big House today. Before Rashawn Gary ever took a high school class, Rutgers was there. A North Jersey native who starred at Paramus Catholic, and a 13-year-old at the time, Gary got his first official college football scholarship offer from the school that plays in his home state. It was exciting. It was new. And for a moment, it sounded like a good idea. For a minute, I was like, wow, they were the first team that really showed me they cared about me, Michigan's sophomore defensive end said this week. So I was going to go. But that was a long time ago. Gary was never physically small enough to be considered a little kid, but in football years, that offer happened a lifetime ago. Somewhere back then, Gary smiled. Obviously things changed. Gary grew up and eventually became the No. 1 rated player in America for the 2016 recruiting class. He had offers from most big-time programs in the country but wound up opting to sign with Jim Harbaugh in Michigan. He wasn't the only highly touted kid from New Jersey who once felt love from Rutgers before ultimately opting to sign with Michigan. He wasn't the first either. Darren Cooper, Rashawn Gary, North Jersey's football titan, picks Michigan in ESPN event. Week 7, North Jersey's college football players. North Jersey football, Jabril Peppers a first-round pick, heading to Cleveland. Garden State to Ann Arbor, North Jersey to Michigan football pipeline. Routinely a state rated for its talent, New Jersey has long been one of the more underrated areas for college football players nationally. But it wasn't until Jabril Peppers, another Paramus Catholic star and a No. 2 ranked player in the 2014 class, picked Michigan that a door opened from the Garden State to Ann Arbor, Michigan. Jersey guys, we like to win. So whatever fit is right and feels like home, that's where we want to be, said second-year defensive tackle Michael Dwumfor, a Wayne native. We looked up to guys like Jabril when I was younger. So when he made the move here, it definitely opened up some eyes of guys like me in Jersey. Michigan hosts Rutgers on Saturday at Michigan Stadium, and it will do so with 10 scholarship players who hail from the state of New Jersey. And an assistant coach who once held a seat as one of the state's top high school coaches. Where I grew up, and I think there's really good players there, said Michigan linebackers coach Chris Partridge, the former head coach at Paramus Catholic, a school that produced Michigan Odju and Bushell Beatty and Michigan Pounds Drew Singleton along with Peppers and Gary. They care about the game, they're coached really well. The players have this chip on their shoulder where they love the game and they love to practice. If you look at Rutgers, now, that's a talented ball club there. I saw a lot of these guys play in high school. There's some talented young men on that team, and I remember them when they were sophomores and juniors in high school. It always shows up. It's a very talent-rich state. In reality, it was Brady Hoke and his staff that started the push into New Jersey. They signed Peppers. They were the staff that offered Gary. But it was Harbaugh's staff, specifically Partridge, that got things moving. In 2016, Michigan signed Gary, running back Kareem Walker, receiver Emma Mitchell, who eventually left the program after a suspension later that summer and now plays at Rutgers, defensive back Brad Hawkins, who didn't enroll until 2017, and defensive lineman Ron Johnson. All of those players were ranked among the state's top 10 prospects. Dwumfor was also on the list that year. Last year, Singleton, the state's top-rated player, also picked Michigan. It's a state Michigan will continue to recruit, of course, even if it doesn't have the same run of success it had in 2014-17. Ohio State, Penn State and a host of other power schools also continually invade New Jersey in search of top talent. Way before I committed they had that little pipeline with Michigan from Jersey, Gary said. It's there, now. And whenever I go back home, all I wear is Michigan gear. So I'm promoting it. On Saturday, Michigan's New Jersey contingent will line up across plenty of familiar faces from their home state. And, as a group, they're all still happy with their decision to leave New Jersey in favor of a new home in Ann Arbor. Rutgers actually recruited me kind of late, so I was already in the process of picking a school I wanted to go to, Hawkins said. This played out for me pretty well.